Hey guys, it's Becky with Harpstrings and Wings, and I'm in my living room, being very casual today, snacking on coconut chips, because they're delicious. I think these are the brand Dang, I think they're called Dang coconut chips. Anyway, it's really good. And I found myself with some extra time, and I'm like, you know what? I need to do a video because I haven't done one yet this week, and I'm like, I really want to talk about my health update and my migraines. And you guys, it's like a miracle. I'm healed. I want to say that, but I also want to like knock on wood because I'm just like, I don't know if it's too soon to say something or not. But honestly, you guys, I have not had a migraine in about a month and a half. Now I've had a like storm headache, which is nowhere near close to like an actual like migraine type of feeling. And so you're probably like, okay, what did you do? What did you do? What did you change? What did you do different? So I went back on the autoimmune paleo diet. I was stubbornly refusing to go on it back on it for quite some time after I had my baby, and I actually did try going back on it, and I think what happened was I did too fast, and my body kind of went into a shock from all the withdrawal of all the things: dairy withdrawal, egg withdrawal, nuts, grains. Like, it was just too much too fast. And because of that, I was like, whoa, okay, I'm not going to do this for a while. And then just raising a child was just, it's just hard. It is so hard in those early years to follow any kind of strict like eating protocol. And if you do, you're amazing. And you're superhuman. How do you do it? Because I'm finally now being able to be like, okay, let's revisit this. And that was after I did 1 year of keto, which actually I started last year this month. I decided to try keto just because, like, I really like dairy and I really like cheese and I like eggs and I like bacon. Like, I could probably make this work, and let's see if it helps my headaches. Well, guess what, you guys? It totally made them worse. But there was other benefits to keto that I think are just great. But as far as eggs and dairy and all, it was just, that was the main causes for my inflammation. So I had mainly eaten gluten-free for a while, and it was, my body was just attacking the dairy proteins and the egg proteins as if it would attack the gluten proteins that were getting through my leaky gut. And so yeah, the whole time I was doing it too, I had the feeling like, you have to give up these foods, they're causing the issue, or mainly dairy. I was thinking I would have to give up, and I was just so stubborn. I didn't want to do it. And and then finally things started getting a little bit easier with my daughter, and she's going to school 2 times a week, and things just seemed a little bit better. Yes, even with COVID going on and me having to do some homeschooling with her 3 days a week. So I found that I could possibly take going AIP on again, and it turned out not to be as difficult as it was the first time. And I have other videos that I'll link in my description box below of when I first started AIP. And I just remember it being difficult because it was so new. There wasn't a lot of known like products or snacks or things that were like go-to foods that would help in those instances where I didn't have anything prepared. So I actually started off by going paleo first because I wanted to take it really slow this time. And I got rid of grains, and almost immediately saw that when I got rid of the grains, my joint pain went away. So that was awesome. And then I think I worked down to, okay, and then the next step I did was dairy. So I took that out, and I did a lot of like replacements like coconut milk or almond milk. And I started relying heavily like on almond flour and those types of things. but still eating like a paleo version. And then I eliminated eggs, which was really hard because I just always, just eggs are healthy. And, but they can also be very inflammatory for people. So I had to consider that as one of my options. I was able to figure out that it was down to the egg white that gives me issues, not the egg yolk. So, and I learned that going through the reverse process of eliminating, not going straight on AIP and then reintroducing. I actually learned it from like just taking slow steps to remove, this food kind of like almost week by week or 2 weeks. So I started back like in November. And I remained paleo through the holidays, which was awesome. I even like made paleo version of cinnamon rolls and great, delicious things, and it seemed decadent. And I didn't feel like I was deprived in any way. And I discovered a great pasta and cassava flour, and it's called Jovial, and it's amazing. And it just made so much of a difference, like that I could have something that felt like pasta, a carb, so it helped me to remain full. Like I don't have to like rely on lots of lettuce and, stuff like that. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm also low FODMAP too. So it's like, it's even a more restricted form of, eating because of the different reactions I have to healthy foods, vegetables and fruits. And so it makes it even more challenging. It's like I'm allergic to everything on the planet. These are so good. So I was able to figure that out. And I think within the first week or second week, I noticed that my headaches were less. And then they just were gone. They weren't happening every day like they did before. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, it worked. It worked. That was the issue for me. It was inflammation. And my body was just being the messenger that whole year of eating eggs and dairy and letting me know, we can't take this. And so there's a benefit in me actually going keto because it intensified the reaction my body had so that I could see like where I needed to go with the direction of my diet and how my body was responding to these foods. And I've been on, let's see. And then I had to get rid of nuts because I noticed that I was having lots of signs of anemia. And I think the nuts, especially almonds, were causing issues with iron absorption. And I also had to give up my black tea, which I'm like, whoa, but I've been drinking jasmine green tea, which is amazing. So I'm happy with that. And I do some other herbal teas that don't have chamomile because I think chamomile is one of my triggers too. I can't even keep up with all my triggers. But anyway, so now I truly feel like I am on the road to healing. And I've been able to just feel so good again. And I feel like I have my life back. And yes, it's hard, but it's not as hard as when I first did it. And I've been able to reconnect with Thrive Market. Thank you, Annie. So after her, if you've seen her channel, she did a recent video of a Thrive Market haul, I think, or talking about Thrive Market. Anyway, and they have AIP foods available. So I was able to get like beef jerky, olives, coconut milk, these amazing grain-free tortilla chips that were zesty lime. Yes, you can have tortilla chips that are grain-free or made out of tiger nut or cassava flour. It makes eating AIP so much easier. And I just feel so good that it's like, I don't want to give up eating this way for a while because my body has a lot of healing to do. And eventually, I hope to be able to reintroduce some foods back in so that it won't be so restrictive. Because another reason I went off AIP was I found it was triggering orthorexia. And I do have a history of anorexia when I was a teenager. And I've always been interested in healthy eating and nutrition. But when I started AIP, yeah, it was just so hard to follow. I felt like it felt like a religion. Like you have to go all in, or, you know, and so I found it triggering for orthorexia. And so that kind of put me off to it a little bit. But I also knew like my body needs to heal and it's having these issues. So I felt stronger this time around in knowing that I could take it slower and that I could take it at my own pace, and I could design it around how I wanted to design it. I knew enough about the diet. I have the books. I've been researching it, you know, for years. And I also tried it, and I got pregnant with my daughter. So my body definitely was healing itself. It allowed my fertility to return. Oh, and you guys, gentlemen, you might want to skip this because it's ladies' issues, but I was like perimenopausal, and I hadn't had my cycle in 211 days, and it came back. And it came back, but I didn't have headaches with it. I'm just like so amazed. Then again, but the other symptoms were just awful. I don't want to go into that, like fatigue, so bad. If you haven't had a period in that long and then you get one, it's just like, oh my gosh, you're just hit over the head. So I don't know if those are going to continue on a regular basis, or maybe I'm just going to get one ever so often, because I think that's part of perimenopause. But anyway, it definitely helps with the hormonal headaches as well. So my body is just saying yes in all the directions to this diet. And it's not for everybody, and it's not going to be everybody's magic pill, you know. I get that. Everybody's going to be different with their own disabilities and healing issues and stuff, but it worked for me. And I finally feel like I'm in a space where I can take it on a bit more seriously and do a lot more like food prep and things like that to help ease the transition of getting, you know, eliminating certain foods. So anyway, that is my update, you guys. And I just wanted to share that happy news with you. And I can't wait. I'm hoping that I will do a video and maybe next month talking about my progress, and perhaps even more things will heal. You know, I still have my fibromyalgia and my Sjogren's that I'm working on. And, you know, I still get the joint pain and the Sjogren's symptoms of like dry mouth, dry eye, things like that. But I know and feel that my body is on its way to healing, and it's exciting. So had to share that news with you. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.